Read the text very carefully. All the important parts are marked in blue. At the end, there will be a brief summary and analysis of the text. There are three characters in the play. He, the man's name is not given, she, Mrs. Oquenta, and Porter, who plays a part of comic relief in this high-tension drama. The story has a setting of circulated railway junction. It's a stormy night, and which gives the perfect mood to the start of an eventful play.
Okay. The room is empty, and as the gas light is turned low, almost in darkness, rain and wind are audible outside and continue throughout the action, increasing whenever the door is opened. The door opens, and a lady comes in, carrying a suitcase which has a tie on label. She is heavily wrapped up with hat, scarf, gloves, and fur coat, all slightly wet from the rain. A porter follows her in and turns the gas full on. His cap and coat glisten with raindrops. The lady puts her suitcase down on the bench and stands hesitate a little meekly. Now, the room of the waiting junction is dark. There is a gas light which is turned low, यानी कि वो low पे on हुआ हुआ है और वो एक गैस का एक फिक्सचर होता है जिसमें ये गैस लाइट जल रही होती है. So it is turned low. That means कि ये full उस पे on नहीं है, and that's why almost in darkness वो room पूरा dark ही है. Rain and wind are audible outside. The rain and the wind is outside going on, यानी कि एक तेज बारिश हो रही है और there is a wind which is blowing really fast. So what is happening when the door is open? You can actually have the sound and the rain coming in मोर, यानी उसकी आवाज भी बढ़ जाती है और जैसे ही दरवाजा बंद होता है तो इनकी आवाज भी कम हो जाती है और द डोर ओपन्स एंड अ लेडी कम्स इन. एक लेडी एंटर होती हैं. शी इज कैरिंग अ सूटकेस व्हिच हैज अ टाई ऑन लेबल. अब वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट के उनके लगेज में एक टैग लगा हुआ है. शी इज हेवीली रैप्ड अप. अच्छा, ये जो टैग लगा हुआ होता है सूटकेसेस पे, दैट इज टू एक्चुअली आइडेंटिफाई योर आइडेंटिटी, यानी आप उसमें नाम अपना एड्रेस लिखते हैं. She must have done that. She is heavily wrapped up with hat, scarf, gloves, and fur coat, all slightly wet from the rain. That means she belongs to a very good family because all this dressing material, hat, scarf, and fur coat is only affordable by well-to-do families. A porter follows her in and turns the gas full on. So what happened next is that the porter is following her in. Maybe he's coming later from behind, and he turns on the gas full. His cap and coat glisten with raindrops. The lady puts her suitcase down on the bench and stands hesitant and little meekly. Of course, when the two strangers meet, they are not comfortable with each other from the start. Now Potter says, well, that I'll throw a little bit of light on the situation. And he laughs, chuckles, and I'll light the fire for you, love, so that you can warm your tootsies. Tootsies means fingers. And then he says that I will light, यानी कि जो gas lamp है उसको मैं full कर देता हूँ and you can actually warm yourself up. He kneels down at a gas fire and puts a match to it. It begins to glow red. What a night! I got quite wet coming from the back of the train. So he is coming from the end of the train, and she must have arrived earlier because he is taking the compartment which is earlier, and that shows out the distance between the two. Porter making to go out, and I'll get soaked to the skin to the luggage office at the other end of the platform. This job's only fit for a shaggy dog. You do have 20, you two means TO, have 20 minutes to get dry and warm. Goes out in the storm and shuts the door behind him. So here what is happening, the porter says that he is all soaked up, यानी कि बारिश के पानी से वो उसके कपड़े गीले हो चुके हैं और वो कहता है कि luggage office is at the other end of the platform. प्लेटफॉर्म के बिल्कुल दूसरी जगह पे ये ऑफिस है लगेज का. So वो ये कहते हैं कि मैं तो बिल्कुल भीग जाऊंगा. So Her hair is smooth brown, well streaked with grey, and nicely done. That means she has made up her hair very finely, और उनके बालों में grey streak यानी grey हो गए. That means कि she is a middle-aged woman. She is wearing a wedding ring. Her dress and speech define her as the wife of a prosperous professional or businessman. So her dressing and the way she is carrying herself explains itself that she belongs to a well-to-do family, और एक वो married खातून है और एक professional businessman की wife है. The man has taken off his hat. Now the other entry is of the man. The man has taken off his coat, shaken it, and thrown it down on the bench with his hat. As he does so, his glance falls on the label of the lady's suitcase. It apparently means nothing to him. Very important point. Now this man enters and he takes off his coat. उसको वो झटकता है क्योंकि there is rain on it. And then what he does is that apparently वो एक suitcase इनके luggage पे देखता है और उनका tag पे भी इसकी नजर जाती है. And it doesn't mean anything. बज़ाहिर उसको ये meaningless लगता है. But we know that this man has actually witnessed the name and he knows that who is this lady in the room. His dress and speech define him as slightly lower in the social scale, a clerk or a superior artisan. He is clean shaven and at first exhibits a rather flamboyant air. Now, he is a man with clean shave, yani soft, neatly dressed up, and all flamboyant air means very exaggerated or इस तरह से. तो इनकी entry से हमें लगता है कि he is confident person. और जब मिसेस ऑकिंटप आई थी तो शी वॉज लिटिल कंफ्यूज्ड और नर्वस थी. लेकिन इस इनकी एंट्री से, इस मैन की एंट्री से हमें लगता है कि ही इज समथिंग, आई मीन, फुल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस एंड ऑल. तो दोनों कैरेक्टर्स में ये हमें नजर आता है. फॉर अ मोमेंट और सो आफ्टर द पॉटर्स डिपार्चर द टू टेक नोटिस ऑफ ईच अदर. They appear to be strangers and they display some of the constraint natural to strangers thrown casually together for he casually together for a few moments. Then she moves aside so that he can share the fire. She sits on the chair, half turning to warm her hands and feel. And he stands in front, a little to the side, holding out his hands to the glow. So when the two strangers meet in any place, they don't get comfortable so soon. But since they have 20 minutes in the room, so what they are going to do, they are going to talk. Of course, they have to spend the time. So Mrs. Hawkintup doesn't talk first, but she let the men have the warmth of the fire. So वो भी जरा अपने आप को गरम कर ले. Now they are warming up a little bit. He says, so we have exactly 20 minutes to wait. And she says, just right. Now they are having a conversation. You don't object to a little conversation. We may as well, as we have 20 minutes. Grumbling, why can't they have a roof over the platform? This station is not used very much, only for people changing on the loop line to Strainthorpe. So she explains very plainly, placidly means plainly, that this station is not a busy station. It is just a small station which people use to change the train for their own destination. It's a long time since I was here. So he's letting her know that it's a long time कि वो दोबारा इधर आए. I live at I live at Stainthorpe, laughs a little nervously. So I know this waiting room quite well. There is a pause. They are beginning to get warm and both withdraw a little from the fire. Now they are a little bit warm with each other and warm from the heat, so they withdraw a little and then the conversation continues. You live there? Do you know a Mrs. Judy Auchintup? Very important thing. Now he is asking for the lady named Judy Auchintup, and she is already there. He turns slightly away as he speaks and does not appear to observe the start of surprise with which he hears this name. He turns slightly. That means dramatically he turns so that there is no eye contact, and then he says that does not appear to observe the start. Start means चौंक जाना. और वो ये नोट भी करता नहीं भी कि वो एकदम से इसके नाम से चौंक गई क्योंकि मिसेस ऑकिंटप से ये मिलने क्यों जा रहा है, वो तो खुद उधर मौजूद है. Recovering and speaking with indifference. Yes, she lives at Stainthorpe. What's she like? You mean in appearance or in character? in appearance. I know all about her character. Grimly means seriously. She started फिर वो एकदम से और चौंक जाती हैं but trying to appear normal. Oh, she is fairly ordinary, you know, nothing very remarkable about her. Short, rather tall, about 5'3", weighs a little under 8 stone lightly. No special distinguished marks. Now, and then there is a description of a note for the players जो acting करेंगे इसकी तो वो अपना change कर सकते हैं description of Mrs. Ockentop here, but here she is letting him know a little bit about her appearance. Of course, she has to make little talk with the character, the man over there, and she tries to appear normal, but it is not a normal. It's not normal when somebody asks about a person who is there indirectly and you have to tell about that person. It is a little awkward, and then the conversation moves forward. He giving giving no sign that he appreciates that description fits her. I saw a photograph of her once in a newspaper. It was, well, a newspaper photograph. You couldn't tell whether she was dark or fair, but I was told she was a banana blonde. So he says that I've seen the photograph of Mrs. Ockentep in a newspaper. I know what she seems to look like, but the people have told me that she is banana blonde. That means her hair are in yellowish color. She was once, but blonde hair doesn't stay blonde forever, you know. I was blonde once. Pretty. Do you mean Mrs. Ockentop? Her? Oh, I see. It all depends on taste, doesn't it? I know some people used to think she was pretty, but may I ask why you are so curious about her? I'm going to Stainthorpe on purpose to see her. That's why I asked what she looked like so that I recognize her when I saw her. So here she tells that the blonde hair doesn't stay blonde forever. They change, and then she says slightly because her hair has gone gray. Then he continues that, is she pretty? So she says that, is that a matter with you? So this man lets her know that he is going to meet her. So little bit of description regarding her appearance would help her. He would be able to recognize that Mrs. Ockentop over there when he meets her. Well, you're only to go to her house and knock at that door. She's probably answered it herself, and then you'll be able to form your opinion as to whether she's pretty or not. So she says that it's so simple. Just go to her place, knock on the door. She will open the door, and you will know whether she is pretty or not. That's what I intend to do. Does it matter? What do you mean? Whether she's pretty or not? Not in the least. I want just 10 minutes alone with her. That's all. That shouldn't be difficult. You have already had 5 minutes alone with me. Very interesting sentence. She is letting you know that the 5 minutes are you have already taken. That this is the indirect talk, and it let us know कि ये लोग आपस में इसी तरह से indirect talk करेंगे. अभी Mrs. Ockentop को नहीं idea why this man wants to meet her, and this is making her very uneasy. But this man is trying to do that, to make her uneasy, trying to judge her character. That leaves us 15 more. Then he says that हमें तो सिर्फ फिर इसका मतलब है 15 मिनट रह गए. अभी वो प्रेजेंट स्टेट की बात कर रहा है. उनको मिसेस ऑकेंटेप से जो भी काम है वो 10 मिनट्स के लिए चाहिए. वो कहती है 5 मिनट्स तो आपने मुझसे ले लिए. वो in a way wants to point out that, but of course अभी इस point पे apparently nobody is going to recognize कि मिसेस ऑकेंटेप वहां पे मौजूद है.
The story starts with Miss.
Sir, both afraid and puzzled, speaking quickly and nervously. Yes, you and I are alone for 20 minutes. We have never met before and we shall very likely never see each other again. I often Think about these chances and casual meetings we have with people, thousands of them in the course of a lifetime. People we pass in the street, stand behind in bus queues, sit next to it in the theater, and soon there they are, living their own lives, and then just for a brief space they came into your life only to disappear. And for all you know, to die the next day. Or perhaps they live forgetting you completely long after you're dead. Your life touches another life for a minute or for an hour, and then it swings apart. You go your way, and I go mine. So Mrs. Ockentep wants to appear very normal, but she nervously say all this thing. She is nervous, so and puzzled. Of course, a stranger is asking to meet her in a way, and she is not comfortable knowing कि ये कौन है, ये क्यों मिलना चाहता है. But she wants to know, so she will make some conversation and get the information out of him later on in the conversation. Here, to hide her confusion and nervousness, she says that the chance meeting do happen a lot. हम यहाँ मिलते हैं, कहीं और मिलते हैं, and then we move on. हमारी अपनी जिंदगी, हम अपने जिंदगियों में चले जाते हैं. एक दूसरे की जिंदगी पे हम लोग इफेक्ट नहीं करते हैं और इसी तरह से जिंदगी गुजरती है. But this man, what he is going to take this point forward is very interesting. We will do it in the other class, that is tomorrow. I'm going to share the part 3 slide of this chapter, and this is for today. Thank you.